Loving yourself, a key to a joyous and fulfilling life. Yes, we are going to talk about loving yourself. I'm going to give you some ways how you can actually start loving yourself. But before we get into that, let's hit real. Hi everyone, this is Irene and welcome to Socorro Secrets. Today we're going to talk about and deep dive into loving yourself. Yes, it's a very important topic, I think, because most of the time, uh, you know, a pretty successful, happy life starts by, just a basic thing of loving yourself. Um, I think that, it's a conversation that needs to be talked about as young as a person. I don't remember and I don't recall upon going to school when I was young that this topic was ever mentioned or was even talked about. Even in our at home, nobody really talked about this. But the bottom line is that I think loving yourself is a pretty basic, key and pretty basic thing that people should know. A lot of people don't even know what that means or how to even start it. And maybe also that some people already thought that they're loving themselves because they're, showering themselves with all of a lot of convenience in life, even maybe if they can't even afford it. Like, I'm not talking about loving yourself by giving yourself like expensive things or treating yourself with luxurious things in life. That's not what it means, because yourself consists of your physical body, your spiritual and those needs nourishments. Your spirit needs nourishments and your body needs nourishments. Your mind needs nourishment, so you can have a healthy mind. Your emotions, your feelings, needs to be healthy as well. And so that is a whole thing about loving yourself, and there's a lot of ways to actually start doing that. But the key, I guess, is to realize that you have to recognize that there is you, right? A lot of us probably takes ourselves for granted. We just do things, like, we eat whatever we want to eat, we do whatever we wanted to do, and we just not even thinking that, hey, whatever it is that you're doing, you are actually doing it to yourself. But so awareness is actually a key also. And then the ways that you could do, and let's start with, let's say, forgiving yourself. Not everybody's perfect. People make mistakes, right? People have negative experiences, and sometimes people are too hard on themselves, and so they penalize themselves for not being successful, for making mistakes. So I think that it's one way of showing and loving yourself is by forgiving yourself. Forgive yourself, because nobody's perfect. It's and basically, whatever happens in the past, let it go. Tell yourself that you did your best, and that you have learned something and that you've grown from it, and move on. And don't just be bogged down of all those bad experiences in life. Let it go. Leave those baggage back and move on. That's one way of loving yourself. And by doing that, you'll probably feel a lot better, and happier. Another thing that showing yourself or loving yourself is actually by, and this is gonna sound really silly because, you know, maybe it will feel weird if you start it, or maybe if you even vocalize it, or, but what I'm trying to say is that one way of showing and loving yourself is by praising yourself, right? Praise yourself, even if it's just a little thing that you did, and don't wait for others to praise you. You can definitely praise yourself, because praise is a very strong motivator. It makes your vibrations higher. You know, a lot of people, instead of praising themselves, because, you know, praising yourself is basically focusing on the positive side, right? But most people are hard on themselves and they criticize themselves rather. So instead of criticizing yourselves, because criticism is a, in the law of attraction, is on the low level of vibration. And, you know, in the law of attraction, when you focus on the negative, more negative things happens. So instead of, you know, criticizing yourself because you already acknowledged something that you didn't have, or you lack of, you know, focus on the positive things. Praise yourself on the things that you are doing well. And you know, this works better because it, you know, even if it's not yourself, you know, just that praising process, praising thing works for animals, the dogs. You know, when you praise the dogs, they are happier, they do whatever you want to do when they feel like you're being praised. And so with the kids, you know, so why not do that to yourself? Praise yourself, you know, and make yourself better, you know, because, and it also gives your positive mind a better sense of, you know, like a feeling that you're doing something good, you know. So praise yourself, give yourself a pat in the back, you know. So yeah, another thing would be nice to yourself, be kind to yourself, be patient with yourself, be gentle with yourself. Those are the things that, you know, you could show how you love yourself. And this is the same thing as if you love somebody, right? If you love somebody, your child, your parents, whatever, right? Or your loved one, your partner, you love them. These are the things that you're going to do. You're going to be kind to them. You're going to be gentle. You're going to be patient with your kids. So do the same thing to yourself, because yourself is no different. You know, you deserve it. You deserve being kind to yourself. You deserve that. And you have a better relationship with yourself. You know, that's funny because, you know, some people they don't like themselves, you know, because for whatever reason, you know, and that's not loving yourself. You have to love yourself, because your body, you yourself, is going to be with you for the rest of your life. So have a good relationship with yourself. Take care of yourself. Love yourself, right? And the last thing that I wanted to tell you about how you could do loving yourself and how you could show how you love yourself is that you have to commit to yourself that you're going to take care of yourself. You know, taking care of yourself is so much important, because it's the same thing with taking care of others. You have to take care of yourself first before you can take care of others. Say, if you are a parent, right, and you're taking care of your kids, how can you take care of your kids if you are sick? You got sick because you're not taking care of yourself. How can you go to work if you are sick? If you don't go to work, how can you provide to yourself and to your family? So always think of yourself first. Love yourself. Nobody else will. And you will be with yourself for the rest of your life. I hope that this is helpful to you, and if you get something out of this, please hit the like button and comment below and let me know some other ways that you think that you are, you know, doing something for yourself. And if you want to let me know where you're tuning from, that would be fantastic, because I'd love to know. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please, please, please do hit the subscribe button, because I am dedicated to share all my secrets to a happy and fulfilling life. Until my next video. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.